What is Bing Compose? Bing Compose is a new feature that allows you to create and edit content using natural language. Whether you want to write a blog post, a poem, or a song, or even a code snippet, Bing Compose can help you generate and improve your text with just a few clicks. How does it work? Bing Compose uses advanced artificial intelligence to understand your intent and generate relevant content based on your keywords, format, length, and tone. How do I access Compose? Compose is only available in the sidebar of Microsoft Edge. To open Compose, click the Bing icon in the upper right of the Edge toolbar and then click Compose at the top of the site pane. Where can I use Bing Compose? You can use Bing Compose to rewrite, optimize, or summarize your existing text. It uses various sources of information such as search results, databases, and user feedback to ensure the quality and accuracy of the content. It also checks the content for grammar, spelling, and punctuation error, as well as plagiarism and originality. Plus, Bing Compose will provide you with suggestions on how to improve your content, such as adding more details or changing the wording. What customizations does Bing Compose offer? Compose takes your written text and lets you to select from multiple tones, formats, and lengths, with more customizations being added regularly. In terms of formats, there are 4 options available. Number 1, paragraph. This is the default format that generates a single paragraph of text based on your keywords or topic. Use this format for writing summaries, introductions, reviews, descriptions, and more. Number 2, email. This format generates an email message based again on your keywords or topic. Use this format for writing professional or personal emails such as requests, invitations, feedback, apologies, etc. Number 3, blog post. Blog post generates a blog post. Use this format for writing informative or entertaining articles such as tutorials, opinions, stories, and even tips. Number 4, ideas, which generates a list of ideas. Use this format for brainstorming, generating suggestions, and finding solutions. You can also choose from 5 different tones to match the mood and style of your text. There is professional, casual, enthusiastic, informational, and funny. Number 1, professional tone. This tone generates text that is formal, polite, and respectful. You can use this tone for writing business or academic text such as reports, proposals, letters, and more. Number 2, casual tone. This tone generates text that is informal, friendly, and relaxed. You can use this tone for writing personal or social text such as messages, comments, posts, and more. Number 3, enthusiastic tone. This tone generates text that is positive, energetic, and motivating. Use it for writing inspirational or persuasive text such as speeches, slogans, and testimonials. Number 4, informational tone, which generates text that is factual, clear, and objective. You can use it for writing informative or explanatory text such as facts, instructions, definitions. Number 5, funny tone. This tone generates text that is humorous, witty, and amusing. You can use it for writing entertaining or creative text such as jokes, stories, poems, and more. You can also choose from 3 different lengths to control the amount and the detail of your text. Here are some examples of how you can use different lengths. Number 1, short. This length generates text that is concise and brief, so you can use it for writing summaries, headlines, and captions. Number 2, medium. This generates text that is moderate and balanced. You can use it for writing intros, reviews, descriptions. Number 3, long, which generates text that is extensive and thorough, ideal for writing articles, essays, and reports. You can also experiment with different formats, tones, and lengths to find the best combination for your text. What is the maximum length of text that Bing can handle? It depends. It depends on several factors, such as number 1, the number and complexity of your keywords. The more keywords you use, the more information Bing Compose has to work with. However, too many keywords can also make it harder for Bing Compose to generate coherent and relevant text. A good rule of thumb is to use somewhere between 3 to 10 keywords per request. Number 2, the format and style of your text. Different formats and styles have different expectations and conventions for text length. Let's look at an example. A tweet has a limit of 280 characters, while a blog post can be much longer. Bing Compose can adapt to various formats and styles, but you should also consider your audience and purpose when you're choosing the appropriate length for your text. Number 3, the quality and speed of your internet connection. Yes, that's right. Remember that Bing Compose relies on cloud computing to generate text, which means that it needs a stable and fast internet connection. So if your internet connection is slow or unstable, Bing Compose may take longer to process your request or even fail to generate any text at all. To avoid this, obviously make sure that you have a stable internet connection before using Bing Compose. Based on these factors, the maximum length of your text that Bing Compose can handle is around 1000 words per request. That is equivalent to about 4 pages of single-spaced text or 8 pages of double-spaced text. However, this is not a hard limit, and you may be able to generate longer text depending upon, again, the keywords, format, style, and connection. What languages is Compose available in? Compose is available in the same languages as Bing Chat. Simply start typing in your preferred language in the Write About box, and Bing Compose will respond in that very language. How does all this benefit me? Number 1, you can reduce the time and effort required to create high-quality content from scratch or improve existing content. You can also avoid writer's block, plagiarism, grammar errors, and other common issues that might affect your content quality. Number 2, you can explore new ideas and possibilities with Bing Compose's creative and intelligent capabilities. You can also generate more content in less time with less stress. Number 3, you can impress your audience and achieve your objectives with Bing Compose's engaging and effective content. You can also increase your visibility, credibility, and influence with your content. How can I optimize Bing Compose to get the best results? Here are 3 tips that you can follow. Tip number 1, use clear and specific keywords that capture the main idea of your text. Avoid vague or ambiguous keywords that can confuse Bing Compose or lead to irrelevant text. Tip 2, choose a format and style that suits your goal and audience. Think about what kind of text you want to create and who will read it. For example, if you want to write an informative article for a general audience, you may want to use a blog post format with informational tone. Tip 3, check and edit your text after generating it. Bing Compose is not perfect. It may make mistakes or produce low-quality text sometimes. You should also review your text for accuracy, clarity, coherence, grammar, spelling, and even punctuation. You can also use Bing Compose's suggestions to improve or rewrite your text. How do I have Compose rewrite the draft? Simple. Simply click the Regenerate Draft button at the bottom of your draft and Compose will rewrite it for you. To go back to your previous draft, click the Back button. Paste your drafts in one easy click. When you click Add to Site, Compose automatically populates your draft wherever your cursor is in the browser. To show you how Bing Compose works in practice, let's look at 2 examples of how to use it for different types of writing tasks. First up, for blog posts. If you want to write a blog post, you can either enter some keywords or a topic or provide an outline, and Bing Compose will generate a blog post that follows your input and meets your specifications. You can then edit and customize the blog post as you like using the tools and feedback from Bing Compose. Now, let's look at emails. If you want to write an email, you can either enter some keywords or a topic or provide an outline with the subject line, the salutation, the main message, and the closing. Compose is a great way to save time and effort when writing. If you have any feedback or questions about Bing Compose, please feel free to write in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you and learn from your experience with Bing Compose. Till we meet in the next video, thanks for watching.